Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog day, and today is Saturday, February 1st, and today was a beautiful sunny day outside. It was kind of chilly, not too bad. Beautiful sun. After a while it came out, kind of melted off a little bit of the stuff, or some of the snow was kind of thinner than that. Went out and got the cars cleaned off, got the van all cleaned off, got the mower out with the snow plow after I shoveled a bunch, and started pushing snow. Got a bunch of it pushed out of the way. The road plow in the town went through and kind of blocked in both my drives and that. So I went ahead and got that plowed out best I could. Moved a couple of vehicles out that I use all the time, and then plowed the rest of the drive out around them to kind of clear it up a little bit, kind of make it a little easier for next time it snows. It's easier just to keep pushing the snow back far when you really need it in case you get more and more snow. And they're calling for upwards of 18 inches sometime here, possibly as early as Tuesday. So definitely wanting to make sure I get the snow moved away as far as possible. Went ahead and kind of shoveled out probably 4 times the width I needed on my sidewalks and that. Same thing the back deck. The snow was actually deep enough that my screen door was pushing up against it, 'cause there's no covering on my rear porch area where my dog goes out to do his business. And I went ahead and shoveled off the entire deck out there. Just thought, might as well. It's out here. It's not a really super cold day. The snow is nice and heavy, so it's packed up good. I was able to throw it pretty far and get it out of the way. Also shoveled the steps all off for him. Not that he needs it. Just trying to be a nice little extra for him, and shoveled him a giant path, like a giant big spot out in the yard in case he wants to basically kind of dig and stuff. He likes to kind of dig in the dirt once in a while after he poops, kind of thing. Let him have that little spot there for him also. Not that he needs it, as tall as he is. It's not like back when we had that little Papillon that the snow was deeper than he was half the year. So definitely that wasn't as big a deal with him. It was just one of those things that I thought I'd go ahead and do for him, just to kind of give him a little extra space. Went ahead and got my run in today. Took off. It was already dark when I decided to go. I kind of just held off. I don't really know why. I just kind of kept putting it off. Went out, running along and stuff. Ended up over by a call center that's here in town, and it freaked me out. It was like the weirdest thing. I was running along stuff and didn't hear it coming up none. There was a dog come up from behind me, and it looked like, I don't know if it was trying to attack at me or my dog, but like it wasn't barking, it wasn't growling. It just ran up like right behind me. It freaked the hell out of me so bad. Like I literally freaked out, but I don't know if I even knew what was going on really. That's the part that got me the most flustered, I guess, because of the fact that Bruce actually, I think, spotted it way before I did. And sometimes like he'll spot a leaf or a chunk of snow or some crap, he'll stop like right in front of me to smell it, and I have to holler him, kind of, trying to get on going and stuff, because I'm trying to run and trip me up, that kind of thing. And the process of trying to like spin around to what I thought he was just sniffing something on the ground, like an odd thing. And I was like yelling at him. Right at that moment I looked down, there was a dog like at my feet, like coming behind me. He actually jumped back, and he'd spun and ran backwards, kind of almost into me, and that dog at the same time. It's the first time ever since I've had him, which I've had him for, I don't know, 8 months or better now, probably something. I think I got him, I don't know, sometime late last summer, and I've had him for a long time now, and it's the first time I've ever heard him actually do that "I'm gonna kick your ass" bark. I don't know if you've been around dogs a lot in your life or not, but when you have, you know the difference between a dog who's barking, growling, howling, having a good time, and a dog who actually wants to attack you. 95% of the time, I can tell the difference when I meet a dog with, it's on leash or stuff like that, and we're out together. If the dog's friendly barking or wanting to eat you barking, I'd never heard him make that sound. I wasn't even sure he was capable of it, because there's been dogs that have actually been trying to attack him before, and he's just playing with them. Like, he's punched them in the face and chewing on them and stuff, having a good time. These dogs are literally, I hear it in their voice, like that psycho red zone type aggression. And this time I heard him do that. He's let out like one giant bark that was just like crazy, and one of the two, I don't know if it's him or the other dog, like went to bite and they missed, and I heard the teeth slam together so loud over my headphones and everything. It's kind of like really freaked me out. It was like all happened in just a few seconds, but it seemed like it took a good 2.5 minutes. It was a ridiculous slow motion in my head, and I kind of did this, oh shit, my dog's gonna eat somebody or something. So I wasn't even really sure it was a dog that attacked us at that moment, and it really freaked me out. And I kind of jumped around him, jumped out of the way, and I went to like pull him back, and I hollered at him, and I saw the dog there, and I yelled at the dog, get kind of thing stuff. And the dog, like, I don't know if they actually got a hold of each other or not. There was no marks on him. I looked him all over, no blood or nothing and stuff that I saw. And that dog took off running. It was a white with tan and gray, like American Bulldog slash mix with maybe a regular Bulldog or maybe a Boxer or something. It wasn't purebred or whatever it was. I wasn't sure exactly. It was in that body of family, but it threw me off because of the fact that it came up without barking or nothing. It really freaked me out. And it took off running like a bat out of hell. I don't know if it's just because the fact that Bruce had spun on him, the fact that Bruce had got a good bite on him. I don't know what it was. But the dog took off like a bat out of hell behind the houses underneath the boat. And I just kind of kept on running. I got about half a block, 3/4 block away, and I turned back to make sure. And the dog had snuck around the back of the house and kind of started like stalking us, I guess, lack of a better term, which dogs usually aren't that way. It's mostly your cats, your mountain lions, that kind of junk right here. Dogs usually don't stalk, and it really kind of caught me off guard. And I actually stopped and took off as I yelled and took off back after that dog, and he took off running. And kind of looked over his shoulder a lot, never saw him again. But it freaked me the hell. And then later on tonight, I was doing stuff. I started thinking about it, and I replayed some of my runs this summer. I remember seeing a dog very similar to that out in front of a house, just a block or so, within a block and a half of that area I was at. So I'm going to go by and see if that's not their dog. And one of two things. One, if it's an aggressive dog comes out to fuck with me again, I'll have to do something about it. But most of them, I'm going to just introduce our dogs, my dog to their dog, and then I'll have the issue. Once I see their dog's friendly, their dog's cool, then I'm good. But it freaked me out, so I took off and just kept on running stuff, kind of tried to put it on mine, kept looking on my shoulder a lot. Ended up probably 10, 12 blocks later, ran to a guy on the sidewalk. I was running the road because the sidewalks weren't all plowed yet. And I saw him, he kind of stopped and it kind of threw me off, like, what the hell? And then I noticed it's dark out and stuff. He has a dog sitting next to him. He told the dog to sit. So I stopped, talked for a minute, asked it, all right, the dogs introduce each other. Because I didn't want Bruce going home thinking that, this dog was mean to him, and I don't want him thinking that overnight kind of thing. So I was able to introduce Bruce to his dog. Awesome dog. They were trying to play, and they're all both on leashes. And it's one of those things that it's not the best way to introduce your dog is on leashes, because especially when they're as goofy as mine is, and mine's so goofy. So is his. They want to play so hard. It was so funny. And we got along great. Went ahead and took off running. Finished up our run. All that good stuff. And it was a really freaky night. Other than that, got home, been talking to some friends and stuff. Trying to make some plans, things to do coming up. Super Bowl Sunday's tomorrow. I'm going to go possibly running in Ottumwa, see how that goes, and hope the snow doesn't show up too early because I'm going to be up there and I don't want to get stuck in Ottumwa trying to get my ass back home. So other than that, just kind of been feeling just pouty, kind of, I don't know, kind of lost, kind of sad, kind of, I don't know, it's just a weird ass feeling I've been having. So trying to keep that, I don't know, out of the front of my mind, trying to keep it in the back of my mind and keep going from there. So that's all I got for right now. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.